Joining me now to discuss this, Secretary of Labor Eugene Scalia. Secretary, thank you for joining us. You're getting a lot of pushback. Steve Jobs put out a tweet that I personally would have found offensive as someone working in the Trump administration. The insinuation is that this is racist, xenophobic policy. Why is that untrue?
Well, Charles, good to be with you. And these are policies to help American workers at what's a challenging time. Now, we've made a lot of headway in getting people back to work since March. You and I talked recently about the terrific jobs report we had showing we added 2.5 million jobs through the middle of May, but we still have a ways to go. And part of how we get there is giving every opportunity for American workers to be hired. What I would say is the important proclamation the president signed Monday did two things. It's going to pause and then lead to reform. The pause is to suspend till the end of the year people coming in, as you're saying, on these H-1B visas so that American workers have a chance at those jobs. We really need to do all we can now to put Americans back to work. Now, for critical food supply jobs, medical care jobs, or when there's a strong economic rationale, there are going to be exceptions. But we really want to give first opportunity to American workers. And then second, reform. You're right. We're not bringing in the next Michael Jordan, a hero of mine. We're not bringing in the next Michael Jordan on these H-1B visas right now. They're going to lower level jobs. We want to fix that as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, last year, 14% were entry-level jobs. They accepted 42,000 less than the median pay out there in Silicon Valley. The second were called qualified, right? 46% of them, they took a $21,000 haircut. So I know the motivation of Silicon Valley, and it's okay if you want to just say I'm a greedy businessman, fine. But the notion that America is xenophobic or there are no smart people in this country, it rubs me the wrong way. You mentioned reform. What would reform look like, and how much responsibility do these industries share with trying to train up Americans for these jobs?
Well, first of all, Charles, I think, ironically, that the H-1B program that we see and that will bring about is much like the ones that the tech executives say we should have. It's one that does focus on the really unusually high performers from overseas. We certainly want that talent. But you've put it very well that right now we're bringing people in at entry-level jobs by and large. They're getting paid less than often American workers doing the same work. So we want to increase that entry-level wage. So we're bringing in higher caliber people who are not undercutting Americans on price. Something else we want to do is put a shorter time limit on how long somebody can be in on an entry-level wage. If you've been here 2.5 years, you shouldn't be entry-level anymore, and that wage rate ought to be adjusted upward. Right. And then finally, there are occasions where one company will bring workers in on H-1B visas, and then those workers will go work at another company and actually replace the U.S. workers. So that's not right, and we want to address that as well.
No, of course. We've got to go. I'm up against a hard break. Always appreciate you being here.